Guys, since I started this channel, I've wanted to help you change your life. And the first thing that has helped me change my life has obviously been through fitness. But in today's video, I want to talk about more than just fitness, more than just working out. I want to share with you guys some daily things that I started doing that totally changed my life. Guys, if you're feeling run down, tired, unmotivated, depressed, unhappy, all of those things that can happen, right? You didn't do anything wrong, but I've been there. And let me tell you that these things, if you start implementing them daily or most days or weekly, you will notice a dramatic change quickly. So the first thing I want to start with is to learn something. Learn something every single day. Guys, there's so many free ways to learn right now. It's insane. It blows my mind. You can learn anything from YouTube, from podcast, anywhere. There's so many resources for online. So what I started doing is just listening to daily podcasts on whatever you're struggling with or whatever you're interested in. Learning something most days is a powerful, powerful tool that not enough people use to feel amazing, guys. This will help change your attitude, change your day, especially if you're learning on something that you're struggling with, you know? Maybe you can learn about how to stay consistent, exercise, nutrition. Maybe it's just something different on how to be happy every day, how to stay motivated, how to be more organized. Whatever you're interested in, maybe it's something totally different from that. Just learn something. Just learn something. Start reading, start listening to podcasts. Doesn't have to be every day, but bring it into your schedule somehow. Number 2 is follow the sun. Guys, I live in Canada and we have months of cold weather. But what I do is I try to follow the sun. So what that means is when it's sunny, I make sure to get outside. When I'm working inside, I try to follow the sun. So if it's in my kitchen in the morning, I spend time in the kitchen in the morning. In the afternoon, if it's in my workspace, I make sure to work in this workspace, or I try to kind of follow it, guys. Animals do this and it really changes how you feel. So if you have a room that doesn't see any sunlight till, you know, supper time, then maybe wait to use that room until supper time. Just kind of change around where you're working, where you're hanging out to follow the sun. It makes a huge difference with your attitude and how you feel throughout the day. The other thing I do is if I'm feeling up to it, I try to watch the sunrise or the sunset. I will take my cup of coffee, I'll watch it through the window, or sometimes if I'm up early enough, I'll go outside, which is so magical. It just changes my day. Or vice versa, if I finish the day watching the sunset, it's pretty amazing as well. And that goes into my third point of getting outside. Guys, I know we don't want to be cold, but there's no reason to be cold. You just have to dress warmer. Triple layers, a tight layer, triple layers, double socks, hat, gloves. Who cares what you look like? Getting outside and feeling warm, there's something about getting fresh air every single day that will make you a healthier person and will help your energy, will help your mood. I started implementing this a few years ago and totally changed my days. Even on the most cold days, maybe I won't go outside as long, but I still get outside and it's life-changing. The next point is I move my body every single day. Guys, I wake up and I feel lethargic just like you. Or sometimes, you know, I do wake up with more energy. I try to honor how I'm feeling, but no matter what, movement is energy. So I try to move my way in the way that feels good that day. Some days it's only my walk outside. Some days it's a weight workout. Some days it's a yoga session, right? So I just honor what I'm feeling in that moment, but I make sure I just started doing this years ago to move my body for an hour a day, no matter what. It doesn't have to be super intense, just 1 hour. It can be a 30-minute walk, 30-minute weights. It can be, you know, an hour walk, that's it. So I just do whatever feels good. And honestly, moving my body however I can has helped me not only stay in amazing shape, but just feel really good, right? Because when you move your body, afterwards you do get those endorphins. Some sort of movement every day will help your mood, I guarantee it. So this next thing, guys, I am a messy person. I struggled with keeping my room clean my whole life. You know, my mom was just like, can you just figure this out? And honestly, it took me way longer than I'd like to admit. But in my 30s, I somehow started learning from people. I used YouTube on how to keep a tidy home and how to get better at cleaning. And guys, living in a tidy space, keeping my place clean, has totally changed my mood. I didn't even realize that on the days where I felt like complete crap, it often had to do with just my house being chaos, my kitchen not being clean. I have noticed for me, my mood and cleanliness, my mood and keeping things tidy and not messy, it's transformative. And I do not like cleaning, but just staying on top of it, learning how to do that has helped me be able to have more energy for my clients, for myself, and have more ideas for my work. Yeah, it's just a better place to kind of unwind or even work, right? You don't want to be working in a messy place. That goes right into my next point of make your space a nice atmosphere. Guys, you may not have $1 million view, but what I do, because I don't have $1 million view, is I just put the view that I want on my TV. Sometimes it's a coffee, just a coffee atmosphere, like a little coffee shop with some jazz music playing. I always have the atmosphere that I want. Sometimes it's an oceanfront, beach, waves, whatever, but this totally changes kind of my mood and just makes me feel like really good when I'm able to just decide what I want to look at and what I want to listen to. And that being said, is I try to take the time to sit down and really enjoy my meal. I know this is really hard to do 3 times a day, and I'm not gonna lie, I do not do this 3 times a day, but I definitely do this at supper time with my husband. When we were first married, we were definitely guilty of taking our meals in front of the TV, on the couch, and just kind of zoning out and watching Netflix. But that never left me feeling good. So now, you know, I have my jazz playing and we don't put on Netflix. We sit at our kitchen table and no devices. We just have a conversation and chill and enjoy our food. Guys, I am such a foodie. I love food. So taking time to really like enjoy each bite, sometimes it's with a glass of wine, it just changes the night for me. And that goes into my next point of leaving your devices in another room. We're all addicted to our phones. It's even proven that if you see somebody go on their phone, then you're gonna do the same. So I've just made it a rule for myself that when my workday is done, I put my phone away and you cannot reach me anymore. You can do this whatever version you're comfortable with, but OMG, my stress, my anxiety, I just am able to relax so much more knowing that I don't have this little device that I can't control in front of me. So I put it aside and it's like I'm free every night. I'm free. Nobody can get a hold of me. I can just chill and be and do things that are really important to me, like spending quality time, or maybe it is watching Netflix or playing cards or whatever it is. It's just nice to put it aside, you know. Our phones are amazing. They allow us to do so many amazing things, but don't let it control you. Also, what I do is whatever task I need to get done the most that day is I try to do it first thing, no matter what. I do it first thing, then it's done off my list. I don't have to think about it. Whatever you're struggling with the most may be a good idea to do it first thing. So maybe for you, it's getting your workout in first thing, you know, something like that. Maybe for you, it's cleaning first thing. Maybe for you, it's getting outside for your walk first thing. You decide what that first thing is that you know you're struggling with getting into that daily routine. Just do it first thing, right? Because then there's no excuse to not get it done because it's the first thing you have to do. And then I just right away feel like I accomplished something and my stress level goes down. And guys, the last thing that I do every single day that makes me feel amazing, makes me thrive, and has been quite the process to implement is avoiding chemicals. So not only do I avoid chemicals in my food, so I try to eat, you know, natural, as much natural and homemade stuff as I can. And if I buy it in a box, then of course less ingredients and stuff that I can read. If you can't read it and you don't know what it is, quick Google search, and sometimes you'll be terrified to be like, yeah, I'm not eating that. But not only do I do that, so I do that to feel good. And yes, you may lose weight, or yes, you may look more fit by doing this, but you're actually gonna feel amazing. And that's what makes me continue to fuel my body with non-processed foods. But on that same note is I avoid chemicals throughout my daily life. So I'm not using chemicals on my skin, any parts of myself, right? Our skin like absorbs, I think it's about 90% of whatever we put on it. So if we're using perfume with fragrance, that's not healthy for you. That can disrupt your hormones. Even the shampoo you use, be careful with fragrance. So I use a lot of organic, natural products, but I can tell you that I feel amazing from implementing all of these things in the last few years. So natural deodorant, not using plastics, you know, just little things that you may not think make a huge difference. I honestly, if you would have told me 10 years ago that I'd be feeling so friggin' good at 36, I would have never believed you. But I just was thinking about this the other day on how I can share with you these daily things that I do. It's more than fitness. It's not just about working out. It's about daily things that we do that can make or break your mood, your day, your week, your month, your life. I hope you try them. Give it time. It's not gonna happen after one day of doing them. But if you give it a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, when you look back, you will notice that you went from here to here in all aspects. If you'd like for me to share more of these kind of lifestyle videos, let me know if you'd like to see more, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye. Hold on. I'm gonna feed you right after, okay? Okay?